Telethon is live, and this is Go Island. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. We are at the telethon. This is Allison from Shaw. She's on the phone, and that phone number has been the most dialed number on Sunday here in the Comox Valley. It has been a fantastic telethon with amazing entertainment from all the local performers, everybody from dancers to circus act to all kinds of singers. These are the evergreen singers performing right now. We have a fabulous show lined up for you, but we're going to start right here in the Comox Valley. One of the most interesting things about the telethon is that the telephone table behind us is staffed by service clubs all day long. They each come in and do an hour, and yes, we have that many service clubs in the Comox Valley. Everyone has been so supportive, from the Rotary to the Comox to the Lions to, oh look, there's Courtney Kia. Everybody has been down here all day long answering those phones. That phone number, 334-9200, has been the most dialed phone number today. Now, right now, we're going to head up to Campbell River to check in with Marjorie.
We're going to see a major jump. That's going to be a big jump.
That would be the Evergreen Singers performing here at the telethon, the 39th year for the Child Development Association. This is Pam Crow, who is singing along. She's the chair of the telethon committee. How has today gone?
Oh, it's been hectic and great and energizing, and yeah, it's been fabulous. You know, I mean, this entertainment we have is unbelievable.
It's been shocking.
Oh, it has been fabulous. I mean, we had the little Richard Casey and his kids in here. They had the place just in rockin'. And I'm sure the little one was like 9, 7, 9. I think, yeah, and one of the little girls that did a presentation, she's going to be our next MC, I swear. These kids are amazing. Yeah, yeah.
Now, you've had a lot of community support over the years, and I understand that the Baines Sound Lions knocked it out of the park tonight.
Once again, I mean, that group of incredible people, every year they amaze me. They work so hard. They're just quietly earning money. The people in the Union Bay, Fanny Bay area, we can't thank them enough for the way they support the Baines Sound Lions, and we certainly can't thank the Baines Sound Lions enough for the work they do all year for us. They are amazing, as are all our Lions clubs, all our service clubs, but honestly, they did it again, $8,361.
And they walked 32 kilometers to get here.
And you know what? Some of them seem to be a little tired.
Now, in terms of, have you started thinking about next year yet?
Well, it's our 40th, so yeah, we have to start thinking about it. But I think I'll have a break first. Yeah, I think I'll put my feet up for a minute.
Now, before you put your feet up, let's talk about the volunteers.
Oh my gosh, there are so many volunteers here. They are just an army, I think, of volunteers that work so hard for us every year. I'll see someone, I'll say, I haven't seen you since last year. So they come out, no warning, do their jobs. It's amazing. People like you, Mary Ruth, fabulous job, been here all day. So many of them are here all day and they leave. I don't get a chance to thank them and they still come back.
With us here today due to...
Well, Pam, we know you have to get back to producing the show, but thanks for taking a few minutes to chat.
And I really do want to thank Shaw for all they do. And I'm not saying that because this is your show. I'm saying that because you do a fabulous job. Thank you so much for Shaw and all the volunteers that come and help us out. Appreciate that.
No worries, it's our pleasure. And now we're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You're watching Shaw TV's Go Island on Channel 4. We are at the Telethon live at the Sid Williams Theatre. It has been a fantastic day. The basket is one of the big draws here because there's over $2,500 of goodies in there. And of course, we've got Canucks hockey raffle on as well. You can get 2 VIP tickets and a night in Vancouver. Now, you're going to be watching this on Tuesday, so some lucky person and their partner by then will have won this. But you can continue to support the CVCDA. Simply go to CVCDA.ca, the website, and you can donate there, or you can call and find out how you can volunteer throughout the year, not just here at the Telethon. And right now, we are going to have a look at this. This is some of the amazing entertainment that has been happening here all weekend long at the Child Development Association at the Sid Williams Theatre. And I am so thrilled to be joined now by Joanne Schroeder, the current Executive Director, and Lorraine Aitken, the past Executive Director. Now this year, you've been heading up the volunteers. How's that been going?
It's so much fun to be behind the scenes. And it's great. There's so many incredible people backstage doing all kinds of jobs that nobody gets to see. And from, you know, the backstage, wrangling all the people who are coming onto the stage and all the volunteers backstage, it's a pleasure to be back there and really spending time supporting them doing what they're doing.
Now, Joanne, this is your very first telethon. What do you think?
It's pretty amazing. You know, I've been hearing about the telethon, thinking about some of the details over the last few months, but I don't think that anything can really prepare you for the how special it really is, how crazy it is, how there's so many people around that pitch in to make it happen. And you know, I've just been blown away by all of that and the local entertainment that we've had. It's just been great. It's a phenomenal day.
Now, how crucial is this funding for the CDA?
Well, you know, for anything that's specialized equipment, supplies that we need for the programs, all of the CDA programs can, you know, we can pay our staff through the funding that we get from the provincial government and otherwise, but in order to really provide that enhanced quality of programming that we want to do, we really rely on these extra dollars.
Now, in June, you launched the sensory room, and you had been working on that for years with the occupational therapists. So I mean, I know a lot of the funding from today is going to help supply equipment for that room. So is it really expensive, like, because it's a sensory room and there's not that many of them?
The sensory room equipment is very specialized equipment. Most of it has to be ordered from specialized resources, and it comes often from Ontario or from the United States. So it's not the equipment that we can just go out and buy from a local store often, unfortunately, and it is very expensive.
And that equipment, how does that assist the families and the children that need the sensory room and the activities that go on?
You know, the sensory room is such a unique place. It's really allows the children to be themselves and explore in a way that most of these children just don't have an opportunity to do. And in so doing, you know, there's a chance for parents to be in there and to relax and get to know their children a little bit more as well. So it's a very different kind of place. It's not therapy in the traditional way that we would think about it, but it really allows children to relax to a place where their growth and development can really be enhanced.
Okay. Now, you were the executive director for 6 years. How did you see the CVCDA change in that time?
Well, I think what we saw was as our community continues to grow and we do a much better job of identifying children at an earlier and early age with developmental challenges, we're getting more and more referrals. And the other thing is that we also, the research and the knowledge is a changing, constantly growing and changing field. So we're always learning new techniques, new strategies, new interventions, new therapeutic approaches, and particularly in the fields of supporting children with early mental health challenges. That's a really growing area that is very linked to a lot of the other developmental challenges that we see. So we're doing a better job, but we're also learning that there's a lot more that we need to know about and need to do to help those children.
Now, as Lorraine was saying, the CVCDA has really grown in its development of early years, and you were just recently acknowledged as one of 12 early years centers in the entire province, chosen out of 50 people or 50 organizations that applied. What was that like?
Well, it was very exciting for me. I mean, I hadn't been on the job that long, and that designation came, and I think it is really a reflection of how this CDA is acknowledged as a place that really does do good, solid work, but is also an innovative place in terms of supporting all children and families, and particularly children in their earliest years.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You've been watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. We've been on location at the Sid Williams Theatre. That was all day Sunday, and you are going to be watching this on Tuesday. And now behind me, that great big long table that you can see, those are all the silent auction items that have been up for bid. But right now, we're going to have a look at this. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. We are in the balcony at the Sid Williams Theatre, and Keisha Cox is performing on stage. She is just one of many, many performers that have been here since noon today, going every 10 minutes, somebody new. Dancers, circus performers, musicians, singers. It's been incredible. So if you missed it this year, make sure you put it on your calendar for next year. It's always the first Sunday in November to raise funds for the Child Development Association. Thank you to every volunteer that helped out this year, before the telethon, during the telethon, after the telethon, to everyone who raised money for this incredible organization. I know that they are incredibly grateful for your assistance. And thank you to everybody for watching today. We were on live all day long and watching this on Tuesday night. So have a great week, and we will see you on Thursday.